The last video you have learnt about transcription. Now let us go for the next part of the lesson. So you should know now what is transcription. Transcription is nothing but synthesis of mRNA, which carries the information for protein synthesis. So for protein synthesis to be formed or proteins to be formed, first we need to have mRNA, and that mRNA is formed through from DNA. Fine. So now let us see how from mRNA proteins are formed. Right. So this mRNA which is formed has thousands of triplet codons. Now by now you know what are triplet codons. Triplet codons are nothing but a sequence of triple nucleotides. So each of these mRNA will have thousands of triplet codons. Fine. And as per the message on mRNA, amino acids, now the sequence is for the amino acids to bring in, but who brings this mRNA, who brings this amino acids? It is being done by the function of bringing these amino acids. It's done by tRNA. You can see over here the structure of tRNA. It is the shape like that of a T, and therefore it is called as transfer RNA or tRNA. Fine. And you can see over here in this picture that it has some code over here, GCG. Okay, so GCG is actually anticodon for a triplet codon which is present on mRNA. So mRNA will have, for G it will have C, for C it will have G, and for G again it will have C. So this is a anticodon, that means just the complementary sequence for the message on the mRNA. So this is triplet codon, that means anticodon for a triplet codon. And once it has this anticodon, according to that anticodon amino acid will be brought. Now I have already shown you one slide wherein 20 amino acids were there. So you can also surf on the net and you can find out the different codons for different amino acids, and you will see that for GCG, arginine is the amino acid which is for the anticodon GCG. So you can see how amino acid is brought by transfer RNA. I hope so you can see this. Okay, this is anticodon, this is arginine is the amino acid which is attached here. So this tRNA will be going and reading the sequence of mRNA. Wherever mRNA sequence is there, that is CGC, there it will go and bind in the ribosome. Now let us see how it goes. Fine. So as per the sequence, as per the message on mRNA, amino acids are supplied by transfer RNA. Now for this purpose, transfer RNA has anticodon, as I have shown you over here. You can see complementary sequence to the codon and mRNA. Fine. Now this process, that is supplying the complementary sequence to the codon and mRNA is called as translation. It is getting translated. That is, the message which is there on the messenger RNA is getting translated, and so this process is called as translation, which is done by transfer RNA. That is, reading of the codons by supplying anticodon, and through that anticodon amino acids are supplied, and this is called as process of translation. Now you can see a GIF over here. You can see this is the structure of transfer RNA. Here this is anticodon, here there is amino acid. Fine. Now how it is going? Now this is the mRNA strand which is here. This is the ribosomal unit, smaller subunit it is called as. Okay, fine. So here it is getting attached, and you can see that first codon on the mRNA is always AUG, that is also called as an initiation codon. So wherein the initiation process will start, otherwise they will not know where to go and where to start about. So always remember, AUG is the first codon for starting of the protein synthesis. So like this, the tRNA will be bringing in the anticodon, the amino acids which will be going and joining in the ribosomal RNA. This is a part of ribosomal RNA. It is also called as a smaller subunit. Fine. Now this is how translation is taking place. Now let us see the next part of the lesson, that is the translocation. Fine. Now the amino acids brought in by transfer RNA Okay, so many transfer RNAs will be coming according to the codon on the messenger RNA. So many transfer RNA will be bringing, one transfer RNA will be bringing one amino acid. So each triplet codon, one amino acid will be there. So it will be bringing so many transfer RNAs are there according to the different codons. Fine, so they will be coming together in the ribosome. There the amino acids which are there above will be joining the other amino acid of the other transfer RNA by something called as peptide bonds. Fine, then during this process the ribosome keeps on moving from one end of mRNA to the other end by distance of one triplet codon. Fine, I hope so you have understood what I mean to say. So once one amino acid is brought, next the ribosome has to move to another codon, triplet codon. So like this it will be going on moving from one part of the mRNA to the other part till the termination stage comes. Fine, so till that time it will be going on moving and it will be going on binding each amino acid to form a protein chain, okay, by something called as peptide bonds. Next, so this is called as translocation. Translocation, when the ribosome keeps on moving from one end of mRNA to the other end by distance of one triplet codon, this process also called as translocation. So it is getting located, translocated from one place to another. Fine. So such many chains, so like that many complex proteins will be formed. That means many chains of proteins will be formed and each individual chain come together to form a complex protein. So if you remember, I have placed a picture on the first slide wherein I have shown a picture this side, that was a complex protein. Here was a DNA, here mRNA, and here protein picture was there. In that I have shown it was a complex protein. Fine. So these proteins now control various functions in the body of living organisms and of course the appearance of the organism also. Next, you can see this is the process how it is taking place. Translocation is taking place. This brown color is called as the ribosome. Here there is a smaller subunit and this is the larger subunit of the ribosome, and this red color part is the mRNA. You can see that transfer RNA first comes in the P side and second comes in the A side. So it brings on, goes on bringing amino acids, and amino acids are getting joined by this peptide bond, you can see. Okay, and like this the ribosome goes on moving along the mRNA. Fine. So this is how proteins are formed due to translation and translocation. I hope so you have understood about these 2 points. Now, living organisms can produce new individuals like themselves due to genes only, and fine, so you know about this, that they are producing new individuals like themselves. Okay, and some of those genes are transmitted to the next generation without any changes. Fine. So due to this, some of the characters of the parents are transmitted to their offspring. So you might be knowing that certain characters of yours are similar to your father or maybe your mother. So since those genes are transmitted without any changes, the characters remains the same. But sometimes what happens is that sudden changes may occur in certain genes. Fine. And these sudden changes, sometimes what sudden changes, some of the nucleotide of the gene may change its position. Okay, the nucleotide of any of the gene might change its position, and that may cause a small minor change, which is nothing but the mutation. Last time I have already told you what is a sudden mutation, sudden change in the genetic makeup. So that is nothing but sometimes the gene nucleotide sequencing get altered and therefore there is mutation taking place. But however, some mutations may be minor but some may be considerable, large. So such type large mutations may cause genetic disorders like sickle cell anemia. So this is the proof, or this is everlasting process which is going on changing now, the changes which are taking place within the organism or maybe due mutations and all. This is everlasting process, and since this process goes on continuing, okay, there will be always evolution. And this was the basis of the proof of Darwin's theory of natural selection. So in the next video, you are going to learn about evolution, how due to heredity evolution is created, how new organisms are formed, maybe due to changes in the genetic makeup. So till then, thank you very much.